Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jones throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cowboys 9.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
The Cowboys are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 40-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Escaping the pressure right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
from 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Jones eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, Want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Throwing, Jones.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. He'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Now Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be fourth down. Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Barkley inside handoff. And some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 2nd and 9, Jones flushed out right.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got it.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd and goal, Jones.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, Jones, flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's a give to Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
Barkley again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run left with Pollard. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defense.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember,
They had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Gano the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Dak. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Giants, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had it done since the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they seasick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded if tell them they time is ticking. But we time efficient.